Ta-da! Right, I need to turn that down because we're echoing. We're live on Facebook. That needs to go on silent. Right, I don't know whether I can do this without the echo. Hang on. Is that done it? I think that's done it. I think that's done it. I think you're only hearing me now through the microphone there. Hello, everyone. Right, I'm going to bring the chat up so I'll be able to see if you ask any questions. Anyhow, lovely to see you. You might not know, but I've got a terrible cold. You just take the blinds up. There you go. Oh, and there's Millie. It's okay, Millie. It's lovely to have your company. I thought I'd go live today, even though I'm feeling absolutely awful. I've got this flu bug, but I've just had some Beechams. Other cold drugs are available, so I'll either pass out and fall asleep in 5 minutes, or we'll continue. But yeah, great to have your company. I wanted to take you through the new range, if you've not seen it, from Timestamp Creations. I know we're a little close. I could try and lift this up a little bit more, but I don't think it's going to go up anymore. Anyhow, Millie, there's your dinner. Oh, I see Millie wants to go outside now. No, she doesn't. She's fine. Right. So anyway, I thought I'd take you through the new collection. This aired on Hobby Maker last week, and it was also at the NEC. Because of that, oh, good afternoon, Dawn. Good afternoon, Glynis. How are you guys? Because it aired at the NEC, and I know a lot of you went there and bought from me, which I thank you for. Hello, Arwen. I thought what I'd do, and I have to get out of that now and run some captions along the bottom. I thought I'd give you a discount code. So you can get 10% off when you shop online. And postage is only £1.99, free for £35 and over, which is going to have to change, I'm afraid, just because the cost of postage is so high. That is possibly going up to 40, but I shall let you all know when that happens. But for now, it's anything over £35 is free P&P. Anything under that is only £1.99. So I'm trying to keep the postage down. I mean, it's costing me, but it's fine. I'm trying to keep it down because, I've got a good understanding of when people are buying, money can be quite tight at the moment. So, anywho's, let's take you through the latest collection that we've got. And I'll put the details on the screen for the full collection first of all. This is for the full collection. And on your screen at the moment, there you go. It's the full collection, including the stencils. That's everything that's here at the moment. And I don't know how I can get that on the side of the screen. I know there's a way of doing it, but my head's so foggy. I don't know. But anyway, that's the QR code. I'm going to take it off in a moment and bring it back in a mo. So let's just hide that. Okay, let's take you through them. I'll take you through these quite quickly because I want to get on to the boards and everything. And show you some of the wonderful samples that Glynis and Jenny have been doing. So let's grab these boards for you. Make sure I've got all of them. Yeah, here we go. Okay, so you can see the packaging, Timestamp Creations. There you go. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new stamp sets and matching stencils. In a really nice, simplistic retro style. And I wanted to do this. That's got a bit of dirt on the cover. There you go. I wanted to do this because let's go to the apple, and I will show you this. The stamp, the smallest stamp in each collection, fits in to the stencil, and I'll show you how that works in a moment. So let me show you the board so it'll give you a better idea. Okay, now the reason why I designed these, this is the tile collection part 2, and I wanted to design these. Just go away from my photographs for the moment because because I was just sitting there and I was thinking, I need to do something else. I had this brainwave and I really like this idea. So I love wood. I love anything that's wood turned, like anything made from wood. And when it's done in such a way, it gives you this sort of wood rings. I can't even think. Sorry, it's this cold. It gives you the wood rings effect. So I wanted this in the designs, including the butterfly. But with the butterfly, when I drew this, you can see on there, it started with the middle part and then a little love heart. Do you see that? And then I just continued that out and I thought that looked pretty cute. On each of the stamp sets, there's also a couple of other ones. These are positive and negative, and there's also a couple of little ones as well that you can start pattern building. So that's the butterflies and the apples. If you're going to have apples, you're going to have pears. And we've got some pears here. So this is like the pear's been cut in half, really. So you've got the pear there and also the leaves as well. And again, you've got that really nice detail that's on there, which is fabulous. And then we've got the trees. Now with the trees, and of course with these smaller stamps, you can actually create patterns. We're going to have a look at how to do this today, which I think is pretty neat. But you can make patterns. So this is the one that I made a pattern from. And you can see there you've got the positive and the negative, which you do in each set. But I thought it made this really cool pattern. Imagine printing that on ribbon. Imagine printing that on fabric, or just building and creating borders, for example. That would look pretty cool. And then we've got the stencils. Now, there's lots of different things that you can do with stencils. I'll get you through them. So you've got the leaf stencil here. So you can have like a grungy effect or a regular. I don't know why I said it like that. Grungy effect or regular effect. Now, I did say the smaller stamp fits inside of the stencil, and eagle-eyed people will know that you can see the leaf is going that way and the leaf is going that way. Of course, with the stencils, you can have them either. They're omnidirectional. However, if you want a stamp, just make sure that it's going the same way as the stamp itself. There's the butterfly. I thought it'd be really quite nice if you blocked out the middle, for example. Let's see if we've got a bit of paper that will do that. You could, if this paper was a little bit smaller, you could see there, you could have that as a frame. Do I have a little bit of a smaller piece of paper here? Yeah. Does this work? Kind of, you see? Kind of works. So you could have that frame going around the outside, which works really well. Those are the pears. Again, a grungy technique or regular. And again, that will work. You could have that as a centerpiece and it could work as a frame. Here are the trees, which are really nice. After like an acorn tree or an oak tree, rather. It's more oak trees. Lots of these in Bradgate Park, you see. And there you go. And there's the apple. And again, that would just make a really cool background if that was in your journal or something like that. Okay, let's show you some samples. And the design team, Glynis and Jenny, have been working so hard. Always. And I need to applaud them greatly because they do such a fabulous job. And their designs always amaze me. So these are the ones using the previous tiles, so we don't need to look at those. Hang on a minute. The previous tiles are still available, by the way, if you want to go for those. Let me just take that out of your way. Okay, look at that really nice, cool book mark using the leaves and different colours behind, which is really nice. Here's the butterfly just for you. Isn't that beautiful? These are by, I think these ones are Glynis. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, they go well together, don't they? So that could be a gift tag and a bookmark, and then give a book to somebody, maybe a journal. That would be pretty cool. Again, a really nice card, so you could design on that. That could also be, do you know what? That would make a nice coaster or a placemat. Think about that. Here's a lovely card, and this is using the apple. This is by Jenny, and using the pattern, so that works really well. That's just a blank piece of paper. This is really nice. This is by Jenny again. There you go. Yes. Decorate the envelopes, not just the cards themselves. Decorate the envelopes because they look pretty cool as well. Let's just close that down. I'm going to open your chat again in case, where are we? Any of you got any questions? Lucy, it's matter if you're late. It's okay. You can also watch this on Rewind as well. Isn't that really nice? Again, a beautiful bookmark. This is lovely. Using a little bit of pattern building with a pen and using the trees And look at that. I mean, isn't that fabulous? That's got to be Jenny. Yeah, there you go. Isn't that fabulous? Jenny loves to build in the center of cards. I just think that's so nice. And you could do that with the pairs as well. Such a good idea, and would work with some of the other stamps that we've got available. This is really cool. This is using the stencils, the apples and the pears. You can see here a little dottelism around the outside. That is by Glynis. How cool is that? Isn't that lovely? Right, I've got some other ones on a board actually that I'll show you. That's why they're. Now we're going to have a look at doing this today. I really like this. It reminds me of a checkered board. So you could actually make a games board out of this if you want, a little bit like Snakes and Ladders or something. This is a really nice one. This is using one of the previous whoop whoop sentiment stamp sets that we've got, which are really cool. So many lovely samples here. Again, another one. Have an amazing day. There are sentiments with the collections as well. So let me just put the details on the screen again for you. Okay, if you want to go, bring up the QR codes. If you want to go for the full collection, here it comes. That's the full collection that it includes the stencils as well. And that's the discounted price. It should be, I believe, £78.70. But remember, you've got that code. Yes, you've got that code. It's free P&P for that. So how about that? And then if we go to this and show you that, you can get an extra 10% off that. Oh my days. Oh, that's an extra £6.90 off, isn't it? With free P&P. Maybe I should have done that. But anyhow, I have, and there you go. Take advantage of it whilst you can. Here are some boards with some more designs on, and again in colour, showing beautifully how you can use your washi tape, you could use your ribbon and start to create some lovely patterns. Let me just take that off. Okay, let's take that off. Oh, don't want to hide it. Ah, no, that's because I'm hiding the wrong thing. I want to show that, but I want to come into my QR codes and I want to just hide that. There you go. So you've got that beautiful design there. And we've got some more. Oh, this is a big one, so I'm going to have to bring this in like Space Odyssey. Do, 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 do. There you go. Look at that. That one's by Jenny. Isn't that beautiful? I'll just give you a closer look at that with those apples in the crescent. You have got transformation brings the most colourful colours. That's also a sentiment in there. Isn't this? I mean, isn't that one beautiful? Look at that with the pattern. There's another one there, just using the circle. Bringing this down again. Let's see if I can get this right. Sorry. That's a lovely splash of colour. And again, beautiful designs as well. So lots and lots that you can do with these. And I encourage you to do lots and lots of different things. So that is the whole complete collection. If you want to go for the stamps and you want to go for the stencils as well, they are available individually. Let me just bring up some QR codes for you. You can head to the website and see these at any time, timestampcreations.com. If you want to go for the stamps themselves without the stencils, then that collection is available. Because people wanted stamps without stencils, stencils without stamps, and things like that. So that's for the full collection without the stencils. That's your 5 stamp set. Your sentiments are: be the best apple in the cart. Congratulations. You've got together we can do anything. Have an amazing day. You've got beautiful new beginnings, grow with grace, bloom with joy. Transformations brings the most beautiful colours, which of course butterflies do. Sent with love, simple one. And nature is amazing and so are you. Enjoy the little things in life. I sit down for ages trying to think of sentiments that are different. And I never know what to do. Do I do regular sentiments? Happy birthday, congratulations, happy anniversary. There are lots of those around. So I try and sort of mix it up a little bit. If you've got any suggestions for sentiments that you want for special occasions, let me know. So if you want to go for the apple stencil on its own, you've got that available. They are $4.25 with your 10% off if you go for the code TSC10 at checkout. You've also got the tree stencil. You can also go for the fly stencil, which is there. The pear stencil is available singularly, and so is the leaf stencil. And all of the stamps are available individually as well. £11.49 with your 10% off. TSC 10 at checkout gets you 10% off. So I'm just going through those on the screen just so you can see all of the ones are available individually. You can head to the website timestampcreations.com, and remember, if you use that code TSC10, you get 10% off, and I'll pack them tonight and I'll get them in the post. I was having a chat with a lady last night from the Isle of Man, so we sorted Pamela out last night, and that's on the way. Hopefully it'll be on the walks by now. Well, it's on its way. It's on its way. So that's really good. Right, let's have a demo. Let's take some more medicine. Oh, it gets back in your throat, doesn't it? Right, okay. What shall we do? Let's get a piece of watercolour cardstock, shall we? It's always a good place to start. And I will take that code off. Let's just hide that. Oh no, you see, I'm doing it again. Hang on a minute. Let's go back to the QR codes. Which one am I showing? That one. Hide. There you go. Okay. Right. Let's go for this, and let's go for the tree stencil, shall we? Let's go for the tree stencil. Here it is. Let's get some low tack tape. Always good to have some low tack tape. And what I'll do is I'm going to put this low tack tape all the way around the outside. I'm a bit obsessed with this. You can reuse the low tack tape again. I think it's important to reuse it because it is such a good tape to use. I get mine from Clarity. I don't have any on my website, but clarity.com will have some. Now, talking about Clarity, who make my stamps? Lovely Barbara Gray and the team. Jazz and Jim and Paul and Dave and Barbara and Jilly and Susie. Or did I just make that name up? Right, there is an open day coming up at Ditton. Oh, it's brilliant. Saturday and Sunday. I'm heading down Thursday, yes, over that bridge. And we're setting up, so I'll be there demonstrating all day. So it'd be lovely to see you. It really will. Right, that is a little bit bigger than the tape, isn't it? So I should have thought about that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to stick that in place, and I'm going to just redo this just because I can. We can always chop into this. You don't have to tape it off around the outside at all. But I'm just doing this because I can. There you go. Let's bring that on there. So yes, tickets are available. They're £10 per day to come along to Ditton. Also, I think Barbara and Linda are doing a workshop on the Sunday. And I've seen what you're going to be doing. I can't tell you anything, but my days, that workshop on the Sunday. Can't say anything, won't say anything, shan't say anything. But they're absolutely gorgeous what you're going to be doing. But a whole host of us will be there. I think Sam Crow's going to be there. I'm going to be there. I think Jane Telford will be there, hopefully. So yeah, just tickets are £10. Head to Ditton. It really is a great weekend. I've all the stamps and stencils sitting on my desk as I watch this stream. Oh, Susan, get them out. Get them out, start playing. Glynis, it's been a great mix and match from the different sets. Oh, thank you. Greetings, everyone, says Jenny. Hey, guys, you should see what's coming up next. Yeah, I'm learning about designing. I'm doing it, you do one set, you've got to get onto the other set and design that. So I've got I'll give you a little hint of what I'm doing. I've got another set coming out that's not necessarily from my photographs. That's all I'll say. And it's a cool name as well for the collection. So I'll tell you all about that later. So let's use some greens and let's use some brown, shall we? Let's grab one of the brushes, and I'm going to do a mixture of brown and green for the trees. I think those two colours. That's crushed olive and brushed corduroy. So I'm going to get a little bit on. Yeah, there you go. I'm just going to dab it on the stencil. Reason being, coming in a moment. Okay, so I'll just do that. Dab it on the stencil. Reason being, coming in a minute. Let's just do that. So I just want a bit of, and then I'm just going to lightly go over the trees, okay? Just to one side. Lots of different techniques that you could do with stencils, lots of things that you can play with, lots of different inks that you can use. These are distress oxides, so they're water reactive. If you're using the inks, they're still water reactive, but not. I don't know about you guys, I find the oxides just so much better, so much more water reactive. Okay, let's get green, and this is a light green, isn't it? Let's just go over, because I want to just sort of mixture of the browns. Beautiful. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for a bit of a dark green. By the way, if I told you, I make this up as I go along. You have to sometimes, don't you? Okay, right, that's that. Then I'm going to get a water bottle. I'm going to have these available actually on my website. They're really good. They're really, really good. So hopefully I'm going to put those on. So I'll give it a bit of a spritz. I'm going to lift it up first of all. Yes, maybe, hang on. Maybe just a little bit more. There you go. Right, I'm going to lift this up because it's moved and I don't want to mess with it. I'm going to spritz it with that, okay? Get a bit of movement. I'll just turn that back round and just loosely put that back on. And then go around with that just to mix the colours up underneath. And also get a little bit more on there. Let's lift that up and see what that's like. Yeah, it's nice. Might push down with my finger actually, because it probably move that ink around underneath a little bit better. It's difficult, isn't it, knowing how much water to use, how much ink it is to use. I mean, less is more or less, right? I'm in a white jumper, I'm going to get this dirty, but that's okay. I'm a tease, says Glynis. I know. I hope you will like the new stamp set that's coming out. And then can you believe this? I'm even on to the next one, which is heading back to my photographs, That'd be good. I've still got a little bit left on there. So I'm just going to take that to one side. I'm sort of like mopping up as I go along. So I'm going to put that on there. I'll show you what that looks like in a moment. Let's just put that on there. I need a wider camera, don't I? Let's put that on there. Put that on there. It's just that I'm just adding to this as I go along. Right, let's get a cloth and some water. By the way, if I suddenly go, I've got some wood being delivered today because it's going to get guaranteed. I'll get wood delivered today for the wood burner, and it will be so hot for the next 4 weeks. You mark my words. So that's really nice. You've got that in the background. I've also got a little dry here, which we can give it a little bit of a dry, which is nice. Tell me what your favorite techniques are. Tell me what your favorite techniques are using a stencil and why. I've got the chat open. I can show actually the chat. Let's just show it on the side. Yeah, there you go. So tell me what your favorite technique with a stencil is, because it's always nice to share those ideas, isn't it? It's always nice to share those ideas. I just make it up as I go along. By the way, these can be put through an embossing through die cutting machine. It won't emboss greatly, but you could give that a go. Okay, that's about dry. That'll do. That'll do. Now, this is the point in the show where I've hunted for my acrylic block, but I've got it, so that's good. Now I'm going to go for the stamps, which are in the tree. So let's just take that chat off again. There you go. So this is the tree stamp set. Tree tile stamp set. Remember, if you use the code which is running across the bottom, TSC10, that will get you 10% off at checkout. Making those about $9.99, somewhere in the region of. So you can go and grab those. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take that off the bottom. Okay, right. So I want to use the tree stamp, which is missing. Let's have a look, see if it's in the bag. It's always the case, isn't it? I don't know about you. It's always the case. Whenever there's one I want to use, it's always gone missing. And it's still missing. I was at the NEC all weekend, so it's probably come out in the box. So, oh no, here it is. What am I talking about? There it is. Great. I've got it. I've got it. Right, let's pop that there. And let's go for, now you can stamp in any colour, but I'm going to go for Versified Clay because I want these to stand out. Because I want to show you that all of the, there you go, I did that. All of the small stamps in the set fit the stencil. And when I was making these stencils, that's exactly what I was trying to do. I was, oh my days, I'll have to show the picture. I was using Procreate. So I got I drew one and then I had to copy it and place it and try and get it to exactly the right size. But also Jazz helped as well. Jazz is amazing at clarity. She really is. Let's grab this. And you can see here, just loosely go over them. So let's just go over the middle one to begin with. And lift that up. See how that comes through. So that's pretty cool. And then I can take that one and I want to go, if I do that, I'm going to go there. That, and I'm going to go there. I'm going to go at the top. I'm going to go at the other top. Perfect. And I'm going to change, and I'm going to get the negative one. So you've got the black going around the outside. I could change colour with this and do a different colour. I could. Should we try? Let's do it in black first of all. Let's just do it in black first of all, and we can try another colour because it's just showing you what you can do, and it's all about experimenting, isn't it? It's not always about that finished product, but I like the black because I think it's quite dramatic. But we will try another colour just to see, just to tone it in. Let's put that one there. Oh, looks like a face, 2 eyes and a nose. Or is that just me? Let's put that there. And do you know what? I don't mind that I didn't press too hard on that. I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to change it. I'm not going to change it. Right. So that's it in black. Let's do it in green. Okay. Let's just wipe that off. And then let's go over with a Distress Oxide first of all, rather than the ink colour. Just dab a little bit more on there. So this is going to give it that nice distress look. But I'll go here for that. Press down. That's quite nice. And then let's go. I'm going to get your comments up again, just in case. Oh dear. Where are you? Chat. Here we go. Janice just had a Beecham's cold remedy. Yeah, I love putting distress ink or oxide into the stencil, spraying it with water and stamping it with watercolour cardstock. Yes. No, Lucy, I've not used stencils that much. I've used them on a gel plate. Yeah, using them on a gel plate is great. Janice needs something much stronger, I think, like whiskey. Oh, my days. Oh, my days. Oh, I felt terrible when I woke up this morning. Absolutely terrible. I really did. Right, I'm just going to use this green here. And that green there. I've probably overdone it now, but I don't think I have. Right, I'm not going to do any more with that big one. Should I do some more with the little one? Let's try. Let's just keep going until we think, woo, you've done enough. Okay, let's take that black off. Shall we go? Let's go for the corduroy one. Let's just go see what that looks like. It might not show up. It might not be dark enough. That's quite nice, isn't it? Let's do this. This is what I mean about pattern building. And you can do that with any of these stamps, the leaf, the apple, the tree, the butterfly. It just makes, I don't know. You can also make playing cards of these as well, because they almost look like the jack and the knave and things like that. Is it the knave? Oh, right, let's do that. Let's put that there. Let's put that there. That one there. that one there, that one there, and that one there. Okay. So it looks pretty cool. I think that looks pretty cool. Let me put these back on the stamp set. Okay. Let me put that one there and that clean that one. Oh, there you go. And let's put that one there, which is great. I'm getting this ink all over my jumper, but don't worry about it. So that was quite nice, doesn't it? I know I've sort of like gone off kilt there, but that's okay. Love the look of that. The colours, great colours. Oh, thank you, Jenny. Yeah, I kind of like that, like the brown, and then the black makes it stand out. Maybe I should have used a different colour. But if we take that off, and then we take that off, and that off, and that off, and that one off. I'm going to reuse these again. So I just stick them down there. Stick them down there. And stick them down there. That looks quite nice, doesn't it? So you've got that background, and then you can mount a card on there if you want to. Let's see what we've got. I mean, you don't want to hide that. No, you won't want it. You won't want to hide that too much. But that kind of looks nice. You could put a sentiment on there. Maybe a sentiment in white. Let's have a look at the sentiments that we've got on that one. Glow with grace, bloom with joy, beautiful new beginnings. Beautiful new beginnings. Let's pop that there. Let's pop that there and pop that one there. I don't know what I'm doing now. I've totally lost the plot. Right. Oh, you always go for black with sentiments, don't you? Why do I always get it on there? Oh, and on my hands. I think I've put too much on. Listen. Let's see. Beautiful new beginnings. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. Beautiful new beginnings. So let's get me me chopper. What's the time? Oh, I hope that wood doesn't arrive yet. Don't arrive yet. Let's do that a little bit more. Do that a little bit more. I don't even know what day it is, to be fair. I really don't even know what day it is. It's been had a busy weekend at the NEC, which was absolutely marvelous to see so many people come into the NEC. It was fab. And I was doing some work with the ICHF. So I was doing lots of their social media, which was great. So you could have that down there. Beautiful new beginnings. I don't know what I'd do around the edge. You could mount that maybe on a piece of card. Let's just put that underneath. Let's say that was on a black surround like that. That would pick up the black. That would look really cool. If you had like a grey, let's put that on. That would work because that would tone in. Let me take the black away so you can see that. There you go. You could do this on a smaller scale. You don't need to use the whole of the... So that would work. Or you could go for like a green. Let's take that away and show the green. So there's the different colours that you could mount that on, which I think would look really good. I think that would look really good. Okay, let's pop that there and pop that there. This is where I get into a real mess. Where's that new beginnings? New beginnings, where are you? Where are you? Oh, shut up, Janice. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I'd probably go around that just to get a black edge because I've used black on the card. Be quite good to get that black edge running round. I know I'm getting all my inky fingers all over it, but you kind of get the there. If you didn't have inky fingers and that was clean, that'd be okay. That's not too bad. I like that. I like that. That's not too bad. Let me just get this cloth and wipe my hands. Just gonna run the tap a minute. I'm in the kitchen, by the way, just so I can see if this wood arrives. Okay, so that's that, which looks nice. I want to show you something else before I go. I want to show you something else. So let's put that sentiment back. Beautiful new beginnings and bloom with joy. So that is the tree stamp and using the stencils as well. So the stencils are $4.25, stamps are $11.49, but of course you get your 10% off if you use the code TSC 10, excuse me, that will get you 10% off at checkout. Also, just to let you know, postage at the moment is £1.99. Free for anything over £35. I don't ship to Europe or Ireland at the moment. That's by special request, because we have to pay what do you call it, customs. So that will be something I mean, I'm not saying I won't, I can, but that will be by special request if you get in touch with me. So that's the postage there. And if you want to go for the full collection, it is available without the stencils, and that's the information just there. So it is available without the without all the stencils, and that's available just there. Right, I'm just trying to find another bit of card stack so we can carry on. So that's the full collection without the stencils. But if you wanted to go for the full collection with the stencils, then that's available too at a very special deal, £69.99, saving of what, 78.70. So that's about a £9 saving, with another 10% off and with free P&P, which I think is pretty cool. Right, let's go back to using this tape. Let's hide that. Hide. Good. Okay, but I will run across the bottom of the screen just that. Oh, I know, I'll run that one. If you want to subscribe to my YouTube channel, hello YouTube, hello TikTok, we're on the tick of the talk as well. I don't know what's happening there. I can't even see any comments or views, but we're on TikTok. We're on YouTube, so hello to TikTok, hello to YouTube, and hello to Facebook. So I think I'm going to try and do this every Thursday at 3:00, plus another live as well. I just need to get something regular flowing. So if there's anything you'd like to see or anything you'd like me to do, then please let me know. Please let me know. Okay, so I've just gone around the edge of that again. And I'm going to use the tree stamp again, because I want to use that stamp to create a pattern for you. Right, so we have got the positive and the negative of that. Let's put that back on there. So I want to use, it doesn't really matter which one I use, actually. But I'm going to use the negative or the positive. This is with the black lines. Now, I'm going to do this in black because it's more striking, I think. You can do it in any colour. You can stamp in any colour, absolutely. Right, so everything's labelled, by the way. Right, okay. Let's see if I can do this. How juicy is this? Very juicy. Right, the wood's not here yet. We're okay, we're doing well. Thanks for joining me, by the way. I know a lot of you will be at work and people will watch this afterwards, but thanks for joining live. And if you are watching this on Rewind, all the deals that we talk about still stay. Right, what am I doing with this? Okay, let's just see if we can do something with this. Let's pop that there. It's weird when you put your stamp on your block and on the wonk, because everything feels on the wonk then, doesn't it? Let's bring that up. Okay. Let's go for this ink again. These are great for pattern building. Again, you can put these on your, find that up. You can put these on ribbon, fabric, cards. They can make great frames and things like that, which is pretty cool. A bit more on that. You could keep going the same way, but I'm going to go one way and then t'other. You can bring these really close together, or you can leave them with like a little white line in between, which will bring through, of course, the colour of the paper underneath. Now, I've not correctly measured these, so, oh well. Lesson learned, lesson learned. Maybe I should measure before I put the tape on, because that tape's going to bring that top off, but it doesn't matter. Before I take the tape off, I'll show you the pattern that we're creating. Right, so we can continue like that. I wouldn't go like that because that would mess my head up. Let's just continue as we are, so we can bring that. And if you're thinking, well, what is that pattern? It's the pattern from the middle of the tree. It's the tree itself. So designing this, I wanted to try and do something with the stamps other than just stamping them out, and this obviously is creating that lovely pattern. And there's lots of different ways you can do this, almost like a Moroccan tile or a Spanish tile. Again, doing it in different colours would be really cool. Maybe one with a different colour would look nice. I don't do TikToks. I missed your NEC lives. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Let's just bring the chat on the screen again, just so you can see you're all having a lovely chat. There you go. Any questions about anything? Just let me know. Oh, do you know what I've done that the wrong way around, haven't I? I meant to do it that way, so it links up. Right, I'm going to do it this way. There you go. And let's just carry on. Let's just get this one finished. We can always cut into it, you see. We don't have to have the whole of the pan. Turn this around, or sometimes just leave it. See if anyone notices that you've gone wrong. This way. And that away. You kind of get used to lining them up after a while as well, so they line up perfectly. One more layer. Let's just go up here. And let's do... I've had some tomato soup for lunch. Oh my days, I needed that. I'm a bit hot now. I don't know whether it's because I'm doing this. I mean, I don't mean hot like we're hey. I mean, because it's far from that at the minute, ever. I'm hot because I'm... Yeah. Okay, that's the final one. That's the final one there. Okay, so you can't tell really that I went wrong there. You could leave that. I mean, it's handmade, isn't it, at the end of the day? But if you want it to be perfect, just make sure that you remember whether you're going up or down. And then what's really nice is if you take that off, you've got that really nice pattern with the crisp white line. And then you can turn it that way as well. So it doesn't really matter which way it goes. Would that go over there? No, that's messing with my mind. But you could put that sentiment on there, or you could put it down here, or any sentiment that you've got really. And if you mount that on a piece of card, whether it be like green, I'd cut that down. I wouldn't have it that size. Or maybe have it like a brown. You could do the pattern in a brown. I think that obviously is going to, well, not obviously, it's not obvious, is it? There you go. I think that looks really nice on black card. And then you could put it on a coloured card. But as long as I think that cardstock is black next to it, then that frames that pattern really well. Oh, I'm going to sneeze. No? Yes? No? No, I'm not going to sneeze. It's fine. I might know it's coming. Hang on. Look at the light. No, we're all good. Here's another way of using the stencil as well with the butterflies. Why did I say it like that? Butterflies. And then you can move that. You can move that. You can see that like that, which is great. So lots and lots of different things to do. I'm not going to keep you too long because I'm not feeling the best, but I wanted to do a live because I thought it was really important that I promised you all I was going to do a live. Oh, I know. One more thing. Hang on. Hang about. I was using some sprays. Let's have a look at this before I go. I was using some Distress Oxide sprays, just mucking about, really. Look at that. With a butterfly stencil. I sprayed too much on, but I kind of liked it. So let's just go to the butterfly stencil. Let's just try something. If you use the big stamps, by the way, they don't fit the stencil as such because they're too close together. Let's just try something just whilst we're here, and then it'll be time for me to go. Right, let's grab that. Let's do two things. Let's get Mermaid Lagoon. And let's get... I use like a red on there. Get barn door. This is just an experiment. Just an experiment. See what it looks like. Very abstract. It is, isn't it? A pear, a tree, apple, pear, or leaf. Cover any mistakes with the butterfly. Oh, right, yeah. All the rest. Oh, dear me. Right, let's go over that one there because That was kind of it seeped through the stencil. That looks quite nice. Let's use the butterfly itself. Let's use black first of all over that one. Nice. Let's use the same butterfly, but let's go for mermaid lagoon, and let's put it on that one. Kind of shows up. Then let's go for barn door. Let me just wipe that. Oh my days, let's do this. Traitors tonight, the final, everyone. It's going to be great. This is red, so let's do that on one that's got a bit red on it. Ooh, no, don't like that. Don't like the barn door. I'm going to show you this closer. Don't like that barn door on it. That didn't look too good. So let's just pop that on there and let's go for the black again. Oi, oi, oi. Stick on there. Stick on there. Boo. So just, yeah, using Tim Holtz Distress inks. Where have I got them? Here they are. Here you go. It was these Distress inks, just spritzing it. That's Fire Brick that I used on there. A Fire Brick. And I also used the Broken China. Just on there. Should we have a turn it around? That's really dreamy, isn't it? I don't know what I'd do with that, but it just looks really cool. I suppose I could try and maybe cut it up and then put it on there. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. But anyway, it's really cool if you use those sprays. Right. So just to reiterate, anything on the website, if you want to go for it, is available. The leaf, pear, tree, and butterfly stencils are available individually. So you can get those individually if you like. You can also get 10% off those using the code TSC10. I'll put that back on the screen just so you can see that towards the end. There you go. So they're all available individually. You can scan the code and go to my website, or just go to timestampcreations.com and that will get you there. The complete collection, part 2. There is a part 1 to the tiles, they're different. That's available, 10% off that, free P&P. So you got a discount there, you want another discount. I know I shouldn't really do that, but I did. And I have, so take advantage of me. This is $69.99 already with a discount and then 10% off more. Just for today. I'm going to take that code off, I'm afraid. I'm going to change it. We're going to change it. So that's just for today that you can get that. Then we have got all the individuals available. If you want to go for those, they are available to you. And there's the leaf one. You can go for the full collection with the stencils, or you can go for the full collection without the stencils. That's entirely up to you. But Timestamp Creations is where to go to find that. Remember, you can subscribe to Janice Phillips TV on YouTube. Please do so, because I'm going to do some more YouTube. I can't even think. More YouTube. Yeah, can't think. Lost the plot. More YouTube videos. That's it. So I'm just thinking out loud here. I'm just going to get this and spritz this. So I am going to do some YouTube videos. So it'd be nice if you could join me on there by subscribing. Just while you're doing that, I'm just putting some more ink on. Look at that. That's the distressed ink. Doesn't that look good? Oh, I really like that. Really like that. Yes, so you can subscribe to my YouTube, Janice Phillips TV. It doesn't cost anything, won't bombard you with emails or anything like that. If you want to sign up to the website, I've probably overdone this butterfly, but when it dries, it will look good. If you want to subscribe to my website, you will get regular emails on what's cracking off in the world of timestamp creations. I don't send them every day or anything like that, so don't worry. It's just a way of keeping you all informed. So with that, see, I can't help it now. I'm just carrying on. With that, I'm going to go. That's quite nice. Let that dry. Lots of lots of inky stuff that you can do with your stencils. And what a mess, what a mess. But it's been an absolute joy. Thank you so much, everybody. I think my wood's going to arrive any minute, so I'm going to have to get them to unload it on the drive or somewhere, but that's not your concern. Right, so thank you very much. I'll try and do another, well, I will do another live next Thursday. Oh, do you know what? I'll tell you what, I'm going to have to change it. Next Thursday, I'm down in Ditton. I'm driving to Ditton, aren't I? So I will do probably a live. Well, I'll let you know. I'll let you know. But I won't be doing it on Thursday because I'm driving down to Ditton for the Open Day with Clarity. Tickets can be bought on their website. They're only £10 a day, and it's a great way of coming in and seeing everything that's on offer. Right. Thank you very much, everybody. It's been an absolute pleasure. I will see you again very soon. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Bye. I've got to learn.